ideologies, about their self-identification, things like that. I personally don't believe that belongs in the school. You are there to teach facts. You are not there to promote ideology.
I would
True.
think that that would come up so much more in homeschooling, no? But that was my assumption, is a lot of parents are doing it because they want their certain ideology to be taught.
Well, I feel like within the home, that's okay. If you
Within the home, that's okay. Damn, ma'am, within the school, it's not okay.
Oh, I
Okay,
can
as long
teach about
she's
my ideology
no,
while
she's saying
teaching. Speak.
yeah, she is saying okay, if in school they teach my ideology, it's okay. If they not, I am homeschooling. Okay.
That is exactly what she's saying. Of course, she's
Hmm.
not gonna admit that.
Yeah.
It's not okay for me to teach my ideology while teaching,
Mhm.
but it is okay for you to talk about your ideology while teaching in your house. What?
Woman, you are a teacher too. You know you should what you should do and should not do. Like
Hmm.
I like this guy with the blue
Blue
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he's alright. He seems in the middle
Yeah,
of a guy.
like he knows some things are wrong with the public education.
you come from a certain ethnic background or religious background, do you not want to pass that on, right? If you're Muslim or
You can't pass that at home, not in school.
No, yeah, I think she's saying that, but it is okay for her to pass it down in home.
Okay, then pass it down at home and then send your child to school.
But that's the problem. If it was your ideology getting passed down in the school, you wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah,
When I say you, I mean her.
I get it. I get it.
No, I'm talking to the audience. The woman with the blue dress. That's the
I
problem.
I think
You
she's a
are,
little bit racist.
might
I
be, I don't
think
know. Probably not.
probably not, but I mean that's not a good argument. Like, no.
Yeah. I wouldn't want my kids to get any political ideology unless they ask.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna talk.
Okay, they
Mm,
can learn. Like, okay,
yeah.
there's Muslim kids, there's I don't know Christian kids. Okay, there's fascist kids. I don't know. When they go to school, when they go to public places, they will meet a lot of like different people from different
Hmm.
backgrounds, whatever. They need to meet them. I want them to experience it.
Yeah, they need to see other people's lives.
Yeah, but they don't need to like accept that ideology. They don't need to be that person or whatever. They just need to like, okay, there's something like this. Nice, thank you, goodbye. Maybe.
And
And
maybe they see the culture, they know about it, and they start respecting it.
yeah, you see, like, okay, I started watching like Japanese animes when I was like 13 years old, and now, like, I now respect Japanese culture. I now respect, like, okay, I started learning English at what age? When I was 5 years old. And now, see, okay, I love American culture. I love English culture. Like, I respect them and I learn about them. That's not a bad thing. I'm still
Mhm.
Turkish. I'm still me.
Unfortunately.
Shut the fuck up. So yeah, and I think the cultures I know, the languages I learned make me a better person, like in my opinion. Make me a more interesting and open-minded person. Yeah.
And that's how your kids should be, mom, ma'am. I read it like
Well,
it was in Turkish.
let's continue.
Japanese, don't you want to pass on your culture to your children? What's
Yeah.
wrong with that?
But are you also teaching all about
Yes.
all the
Yeah,
religion?
absolutely.
Okay, so then
Exactly.
No, you're not.
No.
No, you're not. Not with that
At
face. Not with that
mm-hmm.
face. I don't believe you.
And I think someone who is actually Japanese can teach better than you what Japanese culture is.
Yeah.
So then that would be the point.
We,
I
we
would-
actually got our kids to argue
Yes,
both
but
sides.
it's not the case for all homeschool. But that
But the
would
best
be.
homeschool.
But most of them. Most of them.
Yeah.
Some exception doesn't say throw it out. We homeschooled all 5 of our kids from birth all the way to college. We taught our kids to think critically, so we'd go to movies even. And after a movie, we'd go have nachos and we'd say, what do we like? What do we not? On religious views, on political views. Let's understand both sides so we can actually know what we're talking about. That was our homeschool.
Okay, that's a great
So,
approach.
staying on this
Yeah, but schools take kids to cinema too. I don't know.
Yeah, they do what I mean, like he's doing what school should do, what a school should do. So
Yeah.
that's why I said a great job. Like, okay, yeah, it's like he
Okay.
raised 5 kids. I don't know what's his kid's situation, but yeah, he did the right thing. Plus 1 point.
topic of like, yeah, should parents have a say in what is being taught at school? Let's talk specifically about like sexual education. Where do you all stand on that?
So
Why?
a very good friend of mine is
What do you mean?
In school, we don't get sexual education. What do you mean?
Yeah, but in America they do.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I don't know how many states do that,
Hmm.
but they have sex ed, a class with that name, I think.
Fuck. Okay.
So I don't
I
know.
mean,
I mean, they're probably talking not like the verb sex, but the noun.
yeah,
They are
okay,
probably
I get
talking
it.
about the what
Uh-huh.
man and woman does.
Yeah,
How do you make a baby?
well,
They are
we learn
probably
it too. Yeah, okay.
yeah, no. But they are probably also going to the specifics a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What the penis does, what the vagina does during the sex. Like I said, don't quote me on that. I don't know. I've
Well,
never been to an American school.
me too. What I'm going to say is we learn about that too, what in a biology class. Like,
Mhm.
it's about biology, nothing else.
And I think I heard they are also being taught like STDs.
Yeah, I heard about that
Yeah.
too.
I don't know if I believe this, but I saw them teaching how to use a condom.
Fuck?
Like
Bro,
I
just
said,
watch a fucking video.
like I
If
said,
you are that age and you are going to use a condom, like, okay, you can watch a video.
like I said, I don't know if I believe that, but they might
Uh-huh.
be getting taught.
Wow. Right. Okay. Good to know.
is a Puerto Rican immigrant who was adopted by Jewish American parents. She's gone to a private Jewish school all of her life until high school. And I remember very clearly the topic of sex education came up in a conversation, and she basically told us that she had absolutely no education. And so like with public school, you know, like with so many students being there, you know, things are bound to happen. I feel like a lack of education for such a basic human function was really detrimental, where like she had to rely on her friend group to educate her on those things.
I understand what you're saying. You know, I have known someone who was in a similar situation. They didn't get any education, and then they ended up in a situation that was unfortunate where they didn't know what was happening. So, like, yes, we do want to make sure that there is some education, but I feel like
How can you be that
predominantly
naive?
that should take place within the home. Ideally, it
I'm
doesn't always
so
happen.
sorry. Oh, I don't know what happened. I am pregnant. Are you fucking idiot? Oh no, I have a bit of child.
I've sit on a man's toilet and now I'm pregnant.
The man was sitting on the toilet too.
That is a crucial detail.
Yeah, that's how children are made.
But I feel like when we start promoting ideologies and self-identification and like all these things that are coming up these days, I feel like sometimes that gets a little too far. It also depends on what the age of the child is. You know, in homeschool, the nice thing is you can talk to your child when they are ready, because that's different for every child. Some kids are very curious very young, and some kids, they're just like, I don't even want to think about
Okay,
that.
when they
In the
are
public
curious,
school,
when they are young, you shouldn't tell any fucking thing. That's the part.
I mean, how young?
I don't know, like 12. I think that's too young, but still 12 years old.
I mean, you can tell some stuff.
Some stuff, maybe, yes, but not the whole story.
I don't know. If you don't say anything, they might search it on their own and stumble on porn.
I
And
mean,
then,
you can. I'm not saying don't tell it, but like tell it how you should tell a 12-year-old.
what about 15?
15. I mean, 15 is okay. High school and stuff, yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, I would tell it at that point.
schools, they seem to be bringing that down to a younger and younger age, which I don't agree with.
When you say promoting, I just wanted to jump on that word because that really stood out.
Okay.
We're not telling anyone you have to be this. We're not telling anyone
Right.
this. I just say, these people exist. Treat everyone with respect. That's all. That's all I say. I think that's all most teachers say.
I think that's great. But where I think we come from that's confusing is we look at some of the literature out there and what people are teaching, and I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, and it's like, it's not just teaching what, there's how-to in there, and how-to at really young ages.
Talking about like sex specifically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here's how to.
Would you be able to lay out specific examples of that?
Just do some search on it. It doesn't matter, liberal, conservative, whatever. It's out there in detail, where it might be details on cunnilingus or flush, you know, it's positions and all this stuff
Yeah.
to elementary kids, and it's happening.
Oh,
There
no.
was a library book at
Oh, no. No, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
my library, and it was a picture book written down for like first graders, and it literally showed positions. These are different ways that your mommy can do it with your daddy.
Would you be able to state the book, like the name of that book?
I believe
Show me that
it
book.
was
Yeah.
something facetious, like you come from an egg, and then it was like talking about, well, it's not really from an egg. I can't remember the exact name of the book, but I can.
Let me search.
I mean, I want to say that they live in America, and in my opinion, from what I see and hear, in America, all the weird fucking shit happens. So, in Turkey, you cannot see a book like that. It will be banned. It will not go to press. No, but it's a country of freedom, I guess.
I can't find the book. I don't know. But I think I saw some books like that, if not the exact same book.
Okay. So as teachers, I want to say we don't support it.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up.
I don't know the school
Now,
district that you had
I
worked
will
at.
say, well, that wasn't at a school I worked with. It was just at the library. But
The public library.
yes, but I've seen things like that within other schools as well. I've seen things in other more liberal places. I've seen posts online about, look at this is an actual book from the curriculum, like the ABCs of LGBT, you know.
What?
That's bullshit.
Wait, I'm gonna look that. The ABCs of LGBT plus. Gender identity book for teens, teen and young adult.
It says teens. It's for teens, right?
Yeah. 12 to 16-year-olds.
12 to 16?
Yeah, but this is the recommended thing in
I
their
mean,
website. Amazon website.
my fucking god.
Beyond binary. We live in a post-binary world where gender fluency, awareness, and acceptance of how people identify is essential. Is it?
Okay, I wanna say
Is it
when I
really?
was 12 years old, I was watching Adventure Time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Marceline, the vampire girl, and the Princess Bubblegum hug. And I was like, oh, they are good friends. And I was watching Avatar Korra. And I was like, they are hugging. Oh, they are good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So Kids be kids when they are
Kids.
kids, please.
At the end, it says everyone is gay.
Sure, why not?
You are gay. You are gay. Everybody's gay.
What is gay?
Different things like that. It is happening. It's just not everywhere.
Right.
But
Speaking from like a public school perspective, I teach here in Los Angeles, and I would say that's probably one of the most liberal areas where you could be. And again, just this could be a solo experience, but I have never experienced any of that, such radical type of things in the school setting. You said the public library. That's completely different. I taught 5th grade, and that's where puberty starts happening, all of the changes. We keep constant communication with parents, changing bodies, all of this. These are the topics we're going to talk about. Here's a permission slip because we're talking about these topics. We keep that avenue
Yeah,
open
that's
with
that's great. Permission slip. Yeah.
parents.
yeah, in
And it's
most
up to the parent
cases, but
to
not
decide.
all cases.
Yeah, I just wanted to differentiate because I hear this
Yeah, and not all cases have your case.
Yeah,
It's probably not the norm even.
I hope so.
No, I believe so. You know how many fucking schools are there in USA? How many schools? How many school shootings in America are in the US?
Yeah, America.
115,000 schools in the USA.
My God.
I don't
The-
fucking believe
Mhm.
what the blue shirt lady is saying is the norm.
I am too.
I think she just saw some TikTok videos about this, where some schools had that happen,
Yeah.
and now she's outraged.
so much
Okay.
online. You
Just I'm going to say from a pedagogical point of view, at that age, like 12 to 16, I
Mm,
don't think we should be like every children, okay? Maybe you are like observing the children and seeing some of them like maybe a little bit queer. You can help them. They don't know what they are feeling psychologically. Teaching all the children about this and this explicitly, no, we don't need that. Not at that age group, I could speak. Ah, okay.
unless they ask.
Unless they ask.
say they're teaching our kids this. Like a book existing is not the same as it being taught, it being in a curriculum, and I
Thank
think
you.
it's
But it is
super
in
important.
Thank you.
curriculums too.
You think that book is in
But you were
curriculum?
No, they are not. I'm getting triggered because of her.
Some of them are not even speaking, like the left woman who is wearing a black and white dress.
Hmm.
She's just listening. I
Yeah.
love her.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
Speaking
not that
towards
one
public
specifically, but
school.
books with that.
And
I've
if they
seen-
are in curriculums, you'd agree with us, that's bad.
But are
So
they? They're not.
Well,
They're
why-
not.
They're
let's
not.
just study.
I think that's the real life
Yeah,
thing that it's not.
Okay,
yeah.
let's keep it that
I
way.
think it sounds
Yeah, I can't put that one. When?
Look at this face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep it that
When you-
way.
When you speak like that, it's no longer an argument, okay? It's just bullshitting.
Hmm.
This is not a healthy conversation, woman or man, or both of you.
No, the man did nothing wrong.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, okay, whatever you say, yeah, you do you. He's like, but that's not an argument. This is like, okay, this is closing yourself up. Okay, you are just saying, okay, whatever you do, I don't care.
Yeah, I see some bad curriculums. Now every curriculum is like that, and it shouldn't be like that.
And I'm not going to listen to you. Shut up.